You're listening to Mira Business FM.
It's the morning drive. Welcome to the show. If you just joined us at mirabusiness.fm, that's the website. If you're with us on YouTube, hello. If you're with us on Rumble, if you're watching this clip on social media, welcome also. info@mira.fm is the contact number. whatsapp.mira.fm to find us on WhatsApp to send messages, photos, whatever it is you want to send through, get in touch. Now, on the morning drive, it's cars. Jiacek Ziomek has lived in the world of luxury and super premium cars for over 25 years. He's been in sales, after sales, ownership support, really everything around high performance and exotic cars. There is no shortage of those kinds of vehicles on the roads here in the UAE. Now, since 2017, he's been based in Dubai. He's currently managing administration across a group of automotive companies focused on new supercars and spare parts. He says, and I quote, "Long story short, supercars are my business and a big part of my life." Jiacek, I'm thinking you say a big part of my life because you have a wife that is the main part of your life.
Hello, good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's good to meet you. Good to have you here. Look, we could talk for hours. We've been talking off air for probably 20 minutes about cars.
Yes.
I probably asked you all the questions I was going to ask you in the interview, but we're not short of conversation. Let's just start with your background. You're from Poland originally.
I'm from Poland, and I started my journey into the automotive 1999.
Okay.
And the idea was to find a place to service my cars.
Right.
And
Right.
I opened the garage.
Okay.
And then I started with the Alfa Romeo. Then I realized very close to Alfa Romeo is a Maserati. Close to Maserati is Ferrari. And then nearby is a Lamborghini.
Let me just ask you that. I mean, they're all kind of in the next town or the next
Yes.
valley in Italy, aren't they? But I kind of feel, my father had an Alfa Romeo in the late 70s, an Alfa Sprint 1.5, and it was a really nippy little car. He's a car guy. My father is a real petrol head kind of thinker, okay? And I always kind of felt that Alfa Romeos, I think, are lovely, but they're kind of a stepping stone to the next stage of Italian cars. Was that the way it was with you? You kind of thought, well, I can see where I'm going here.
If you dive deep into the Italian cars, you will understand that it's like one family, and let's say they know each other. You know this joke why the Alfa Romeo drivers don't say hello at the road each other because they seen already in the garage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you. So we're on that kind of track, really. So you essentially decided this is what I want to do. This was a career move for you, but also something that you...
All the boys love cars, right?
Right, okay.
So it's simple, okay? I've been deep into the two industries in my life, the cars and IT, but mostly cars. And if at the same time of some point of my career, I realized that those things are going together because the brand new cars are mostly built of electronics. We discussed also about the Chinese cars rise, so it's far from my point of interest. But
well, I want to ask you about Chinese cars a little bit later on, but I really want to talk about supercars now. So you built your garage up in Poland. What brought you to the UAE?
One of my customers decided to build a garage in the UAE to grab the investors from this market to Poland.
Okay.
He was right because the garage and the reputable garage is the best networking in the world, in my opinion. Because those guys that trust you blindly. They're giving you the keys, the cars. They never give to their wives or kids. So
I think that's
building
true.
the trust, and it worked also here.
Yeah. Well, that's true in car ownership in general, isn't it? You you know, when you buy a car from a trusted brand, you like the car, you service the car at the branch, at the garage, under warranty, and when you hand over the keys, I would defy anybody to not feel something like, you know, don't scratch it or don't do this. But with supercars and hypercars, the performance vehicles that you deal with, that's amped up even more.
But you have to take care about your customers because they're very specific. Even such small things like you hand over the car out of the service. The clock in the car has to be set also.
Yeah.
Small things.
The radio station's back. Or
Yeah.
all of that kind of thing.
If something is wrong, even the seat is not in the same position, they are angry. They will never tell you. But I know it's, you know, you sit in your car back, and after 1 kilometer, you know that something is wrong. What they did wrong.
Yeah. If it's just a little bit too high, a little bit too low, and if you're particular about your vehicle, if you have a real love for cars, then this is even more important. If you're buying a supercar, clearly you are in that bracket.
With a supercar, you have it two ways, right?
Okay.
First, the official one, you have to build your portfolio and create your own car because they're giving you the opportunity to create everything now. Before it wasn't like this, but now all the brands like a Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini giving you the choice of each part of the car, how it should look, right? Before the hypercars were like this, when you was building your Bugatti. But so this is the official way, and the second way is to find something at the market, which more or less is approvable by you.
Okay. It's interesting that you say, you know, you throw a throwaway line like when you're buying your Bugatti. It's not something that I've ever said or thought. I've got to be honest with you.
But the Bugatti is a good example of taking care about everything.
Bugatti is a good example of many things.
Because we spoke before about the speed record, right?
Just off air, we were talking about the speed record, the Chinese car that's just set that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think they took care about everything which Bugatti did with their cars, making the same. Even the special kind of tires, everything is supervised.
Okay.
I think they didn't do.
Well, that's the difference in research and development, isn't it? We'll come to that again later if we have time as well. Let me look at what's in your showroom at the moment, because, you know, the thing about talking to you is...
We are under construction of the showroom, honestly speaking.
Well, what's in the collection?
What's in the collection? At this moment, most significant, two Bugattis, Chirons. I think the 12 cylinder.
Horsepower? Could you give us a horsepower estimate?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? No.
1600.
I know. I want that because it's just outrageous.
Who cares?
It's funny. I said to Faraj yesterday, we were talking cars very briefly, and I said, I think my Jeep has about 12 horses, something like that. It's lost a few along the way. So, you know, equivalency isn't a thing here. So, Bugatti Chirons, what else have you got?
We have two of them. One is the Pure Sport, one is the Super Sport.
Okay.
And in a simple words, the owner, I asked him, what's the difference? He said, this one makes 400, this one makes 500.
Okay. That's still a difference, I guess. Well, what's a car like that worth? If I was to come to your showroom,
you can say the proper Bugatti with no mileage or very low mileage, we can say it's around 20 million.
Dirhams?
Dirham.
20 million dirhams. Okay. So that's around about, what, $4 million? No, more than that, nearly $5 million. Okay. Yeah, I'm not coming around to buy that. So what else have you got in the collection?
There are many things are changing. So we had, of course, the last year electric Spectres. They are sold out. Regularly, we are selling the G classes, which is the most popular. It's not a super car, but let's say the luxury SUV.
Super popular luxury SUV. Yeah.
And we are trying to get them in our own ideas, like the special configurations which are not known here in the market, the special colors. Most we have still, I think, in a stock yellow one, which is very
Unusual.
rare.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
with the black interior and the yellow stitches. It's
Okay.
very nice configuration, mostly chosen by the Ferrari owners, not the
Right.
G-Class.
Right.
Cullinan, 296.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we received the 911 GT3, 992.2.
Okay. Okay.
There is a nice story behind, because previously, if you know, the Porsche last year released the ST,
Okay.
the 911 Special Edition manual only.
Right.
We had one in our showroom, and that was a funny story, because one of the Saudi guys bought it for his friend as a gift, birthday gift. We told him, sir, but the problem is the car has a manual transmission. It would be kind of problem. Doesn't matter. It will stay in the living room only. So
It's an ornament. Wow. Okay. This is the thing with this, and I mean, I appreciate a nice-looking car for the car, but a car for me is a transportation
yeah,
thing, and I think that's the way for most people. The point is, isn't it, that supercars are very
but it
different.
depends. You're driving in a normal metro wagon or in the gold wagon, right?
Yeah, well, that's exactly the point. I'm not driving a gold wagon,
Okay.
clearly, but they're not just vehicles, is what I'm saying. They are vehicles, but there's a lot more.
You have to
it.
feel it also.
Yeah. There is. It's funny. We were talking gold earlier on, and there is an investment aspect. There is an emotional aspect, and it's the same with this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are buying the cars as an investment, don't touch them at all, and waiting for the, let's say, to stay against the inflation. Sometimes it's better than keeping the money in the bank, right?
Sure. Well, what kinds of cars do that? Because generally speaking, you drive a car off a lot, and it drops in value.
It's similar to playing the kind of gambling, because some of them you predict it should be the bullseye, but it's not.
What would be a
Like we spoke with before, the Ferrari 458, the
there's the
special
example.
edition. Always the Ferrari has a special edition of each model.
Right.
Like we had a 430 Scuderia, we had a 488 Pista, we had a 458 Speciale. This is special edition of this model. So those kind of cars giving you the 90%, 95% sure that it will be good investment.
Okay.
Some of them are completely unavailable. Some of them you can get, but even as the first owner, you can count on the 20-30% profit selling it after a couple of years.
Let me ask you something about your business. The investment side, it's very hard to narrow down numbers, but in terms of your business, there are lots of companies that offer supercars. You can hire a supercar for a couple of hours here, a weekend, whatever you want here. Lots of companies do it, but what do you do that you believe makes you stand out from the crowd? What do you need to offer to be better? Because this is a very niche market. You have to be really
This is
good.
hard market as well, because
Tough.
when the car is announced, probably it's sold out.
Okay.
If Ferrari is announcing the car, you are sure that everything is sold out.
Sure, and the waiting list
And,
is 2 years, whatever it is.
There is no waiting list.
There's no waiting list.
There's
Well,
no
for
waiting
you
list
to
because,
get your
for
car.
example, 250 pieces and all of them are sold.
No, but for you to get your car, you're going to wait
Okay.
how long?
2-3 years.
Yeah, okay.
If you are good customers, you have an information before to stay in the line, or they are approaching you as a good customer, giving you the opportunity to buy.
Okay. And
But,
you need to prove that you've
and
had...
some cars are like I said, bullseye. Some of them you have to wait years.
Mm.
That was a good example. Is remember the first four-wheel drive Ferrari FF?
I don't, but
It's a four-seater. Okay,
okay.
front engine V12.
Uh-huh.
It's complicated in a technical way because Ferrari created two gearboxes in this car.
Mm-hmm.
One is in the back of the car, one is the front of the engine, and the front gearbox has only three gears, okay, and is turned off after you reaching 120 kilometers per hour, okay. So since then you have only rear-wheel drive.
Right. Okay.
Of course, it makes a lot of issues under warranty, and then also for the second, third, and fourth owners. But at the beginning, the car was. Everyone says it's ugly. It's not a Ferrari. It's not a real Ferrari. Slowly, the value of the car stopped. Now it works with most of them. The value is not going down. The cars are disappearing from the market and showing after year or two or three with the new price only the best ones.
Okay.
And I think this is a good idea, but you have to wait years. So in the kind of, you cannot consider it as a good stuff for trading. You can trade with brand new cars when the value is high. A good example is like last year G63. Everyone wanted the car, okay, but now it's a common. You can buy it everywhere. Everyone has it in the portfolio, in the stock, so it's not so hard to get it.
Well, that's the issue as well, isn't it? It's hot, and then it's not hot anymore. There's nothing really novel about it anymore. People don't want it, and all of a sudden, those kinds of cars are available again. Unfortunately, it's a hard business to be in. But can I ask you a very simple question? What's the difference between a supercar and a hypercar? Is it a financial difference? Is it a research?
The borderline is fluent.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Before it was like everything is below, which is below 3 seconds below the 0-100. Okay.
Okay.
It's a hypercar. Now we can say it's everything which is up to 2.5 is a hypercar. But the better description is everything above $1 million is a hypercar.
Okay. So not necessarily.
There are some cars like a new Revuelto, the successor of the Aventador. Okay. It's a borderline.
Right.
It's a supercar which we can consider as a first step to the hypercar world, but it's not so exotic like Bugatti, Pagani, Koenigsegg, these brands.
Right. Okay. And those would all be classic examples of hypercars.
And this is also three most appreciated hypercar brands. Like I said, is a Bugatti, Koenigsegg, and Pagani.
Okay.
And sometimes, like before, always people were asking me, which is better, Ferrari or Lamborghini? So the answer is simple: the brunette or blonde. Okay.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
With the hypercars, it's different. You have a Bugatti, which has a huge heritage.
Yeah.
You have a Pagani, which was built by the Lamborghini engineer, Orazio Pagani, because they rejected his project of build a car made of carbon fiber only.
Right.
That was already in the hand of Audi. And you have a Koenigsegg, the genius engineering. Okay? So from three of them, I know the prices are high in each of them, but the Bugatti is the real one, I think.
Okay. Is there one, in terms of your business and your experience, is there one particular popular brand? I'm guessing you're going to say Ferrari. I don't know.
Yeah. Ferrari is
the one,
yeah,
really?
Ferrari. Always Ferrari.
Always Ferrari.
Whatever they announce, whatever they release, it's always a good choice.
Okay. Let me ask you a little bit about Chinese cars, because last month we saw a global production car set a new top speed record, just a shade under 500 kilometers an hour. It was set in Germany. It's the track edition of the BYD Yangwang U9, which is a production car. It looks like a supercar to me. 3,000 horsepower.
Would you try?
Apparently. Would I try it?
Would you try to break this record?
Would I try to break this record? No, because I do not have the driving ability. I've got to be honest with you. But I'm interested in that. It's a Chinese car that's done it. We see Chinese cars on the roads of Dubai all the time. I constantly confuse the T2 for the Defender. I was saying to you off air.
And there is a one kind of Chinese car which looks like a Range Rover as well.
There is. You're right. Absolutely. I don't know the make, but more and more we're seeing Chinese cars come into the market. I just wonder, what's your opinion of the Chinese car market? Because we're going to see it more wherever you go in the world.
If you give me a choice to get a car from A to B only, I prefer Japanese car, which I never had in my life.
All right. Why have you never had a Japanese car? That's interesting. You just.
It's like Japanese cars are full of emotions, like a fridge. You opening the door, the light comes up, closing the door. No emotions.
Okay.
It's functional. It's good. It's reliable. Keeping the value as this.
Yeah, they do.
But there are no emotions.
Okay, so you have to be connected before you get into that. You have to feel something. Okay.
But going back to the Chinese cars, we have a problem because they are offering the good design, even if copy-pasted.
Derivative, I think they would say. They would term it derivative. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there are many similarities between many designs.
Good interior, a lot of options.
Yeah.
But the technology from the 90s under the hood, whatever they say.
In terms of the research and development that's gone into the car, it's not the most.
As they copy pasting the designs. They're doing the same with the powertrain, but it's more complicated. That create the aluminium, right?
Right.
So they are buying the ready solutions from the past.
Okay.
Like the Japanese solutions from the past, but if you take a look at the past, the same was doing Kia and other Korean brands before.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Well, to be fair, you have to start somewhere.
But it's slightly different. Different because they're convincing you by the design, interior, but not telling you about the technology.
Okay. But then there's the electronic technology which is layered on top, which I think seems to look in most cases.
I'm not talking about the electric cars because it's a different story.
Okay.
Different story. In the electric cars, I think, it's my opinion, the Tesla is the king.
Okay.
And nothing else at this moment. The Porsche just behind. But
really?
Okay.
Even though we've seen Tesla go through all these issues,
the advantage of the Tesla is because they are grabbing a lot of data and learning from this data.
Yeah.
They sold a lot of cars, and all the data, all of data is going to the Elon servers. So they know how to make it in a proper way.
Okay. And you don't think the Chinese cars are near the level of Tesla or you said Porsche?
I don't think so at this moment.
Okay.
Probably yes, but not yet.
They are popular.
Yes, of course.
And that's really a price difference, I guess. Would you see that that's the differentiator in this in most cases?
Have you seen sometimes people afraid to buy something if it's too cheap, right? If I will offer you the brand new iPhone for $100, what do you say? Probably fake, right?
I would guess, yeah.
The same story with the cars.
Okay. You pays for what you get, I suppose.
Yeah, we can say like this.
Let me just ask you a couple of quick questions. We're running a little bit over time, actually, but in terms of the things that you offer, I'm interested in how in the product offering that you have for supercars and supercar owners. It's not just about selling somebody a car. It's about maintaining the car properly. It's about valeting the car properly. It's about servicing the car properly. It's about even storing the car in the
Yes,
right way,
yes,
isn't it? I
exactly.
mean, all of those things are much more important when you move to the level of vehicle that you
Yes,
work in.
that's true. That's true. So the customer sometimes, mostly
Right.
expects all of them, all of the stages to take care. We're giving them what is available. Because we are, except the cars, we're selling the spare parts. So we're trying to give them the uh, support for the spare parts. We also store the cars.
Mm.
But about the service, I'm not sure I'm ready again to jump into the same pool.
I'm not
Okay.
going to ask you to jump
But
in somewhere you
because
don't want to.
it builds the credibility, but still it's very hard
Okay.
because you have to follow the trends in the electronics, mechanics, learn yourself, build your team, and keep the team also updated. It's not easy. We're still doing it in Poland, but it's a bit easier than here.
Okay. And I guess environmental conditions here, the heat has an impact
The
as well.
heat and the reason
The
is to
dust.
convince the people, the specialists, to come here.
Mm.
If you give them a proper salaries, it makes the business not so reliable.
Okay. One
We
final.
are not a corporation, so
No, it's a very bespoke service. I understand that. What's a final question? Just a quick question, and I'm asking you for the particular vehicle and also the price potentially as well. What's the most wanted, most sought after car in your experience of the last?
there is no good question.
26?
There is not a good question.
There's not a particular car that people are after.
No. If the most important is the relation between the car and the price.
Right.
If you have a good price for the car, like the mentioned before, we spoke about the La Ferrari.
So people will compromise.
La Ferrari, if you offer the good price for the Ferrari, it disappear in a while.
Yeah, but
Okay.
no. But in your experience, what have most
The market
customers
changes.
ask for? Is
the,
it
the market changes.
Yeah.
So there is no such a thing like you said. For example, today, if you have a good we spoke about the 458 Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
458 aperta means without a roof. Okay, it's most wanted car, for example. That's a good example.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm asking, really.
Because people are asking for the car, thinking about the price from the past, but the price is rising.
Sure.
So
It's an investment piece, perhaps an ornament to some people, as the Porsche you talked about earlier. Was it a Porsche you talked about earlier? It was, wasn't it? That somebody bought for their friend. Look, there's so many questions to ask. You're going to have to come back.
we can talk about the cars a long time.
Yeah, Czech, we really could. I really appreciate you being here. Jiacek Ziomek, I have to get that right, is from XMotors, building a new showroom at the moment, a new environment even, I guess. Really.
It would be a boutique place and a place for the people who want something unique.
A new boutique, indeed. Look, good to talk to you. We'll have to get you back. Will you come back?
Waiting for your call.
Brilliant. Nice to talk to you. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you. It is Mira Business FM, talking cars.
You're listening to Mira Business FM.